Und damit ein herzliches Willkommen zurück zu einer weiteren Folge von Back to the Future, meine Freunde. Ja, wir sind hier stehen geblieben mit unserem Hund. Wir haben eine Pferde aufgenommen. Du bist hierhin. Mal schauen, was wir hier so vorfinden. Und was haltet ihr eigentlich von dem Spiel? Also ich genieße es gerade hier, das Spiel zu spielen, auch wenn meine Stimme gerade ziemlich angeschlagen ist.
Starbase Zero. I hope Jimmy's fixed the wild gunman machine. I guess there's time for a quick game. Okay, now I'm ready. What kind of trouble is Doc in, Einie? Why couldn't Doc have invented a dog translator?
Step away from the door! Now, let me get a look at you.
Einstein, come on!
Just as I suspected. Hooligans! Get along now! Scat!
Can you let me in? I've got something to show you.
What is it? Let me see. A shoe? Now what would I want with a... Huh? Stay there! Leave that creature outside!
Sorry, Einstein.
Well, took you long enough.
There's a lot of stairs.
To return the shoe, I mean. I lost it ages ago. You can put it down next to the other one. Much better. So neat and orderly. I suppose you'll be wanting some sort of reward now.
No,
All I've got is tea and candy.
But...
I'm sorry I called you a hooligan. I try not to jump to conclusions, but after all, 9 out of 10 people in this city are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up. Have a seat, Sonny. Hey! You kids! Put out those cigarettes!
Oh Mann, was für eine Schreckschraube.
Don't touch those! My
Oh, man.
newspapers are in pristine condition and meticulously organized. Not about to let some street punk get jam all over them.
is that Vice Principal Strickland?
Mother never could keep little Gerald out of her clothes.
What are these?
My editorial trophies.
Cat Lovers Quarterly.
It's legitimate journalism. Whoa! wouldn't do that if I were you. Miss Pretty Whiskers is very particular about who handles her food.
Man, she keeps it hot in here.
That's the kettle. I'll be right back with some tea. Then don't touch anything.
So, wir konnten sie zum Gehen überreden. Jetzt können wir mal da reingucken.
Go ahead, dear.
Oh Mann, wir können sie so wegschicken. Sehr nice, gut zu wissen.
I could see Biff going into the video store.
You wouldn't believe the filth that boy watches. Yeah, he's nothing but an out-of-control hedonist, just like his father.
If there's a clue to find a doc out there, I'm not seeing it. I don't even know where to start looking.
There's the whistle! Surely the water's boiling by now.
Juveniles collide with manure truck. Nice picture. Jeez, they all look like they've got sticks up there.
What's that, dear?
Nothing.
Yeah, that's peculiar. The water still hasn't come to a boil.
Miss Strickland, about your tea. You forgot to turn on the...
U! It's spelled with a U! You illiterate vandal!
Einstein brought me that shoe from the past. But when in the past? The candy looks older than I am. Miss Strickland?
Jack! Diane! I know what you're doing behind that tree!
Yes? Doing some stargazing?
No, I set my sights on lower things. Is that? Tiff Tannen! Get away from that hubcap before I call your father!
What's with all these newspapers?
This is my personal archive. I've got every issue of the Hill Valley Telegraph ever published.
Get out. Every single issue?
From 1871 to the present. If it happened in Hill Valley, you'll find it in my stacks.
Why do you need all these newspapers? Isn't that the library's job?
Libraries. Have you seen the smut they keep in their magazine racks?
Do you remember when you lost your shoe?
Shoe?
That shoe over there.
Oh, that shoe! Huh. Aye, what a nosy Nelly! No one likes a busybody, you know.
But...
Oh, fine, let me think about it. Yes, I remember. I lost it in a scuffle with a dog. Oh, when was it? Oh, yes, the day that speakeasy burned down.
A speakeasy? In Hill Valley?
Don't act so surprised, young man. Your generation doesn't hold a copyright on moral depravity, you know. Sin has been on the prowl in Hill Valley since the day it was founded.
Wow, a speakeasy. That must have been wild. Is it true they used to drink gin out of slippers like my grandma said?
Don't romanticize the past, young man. Prohibition was a time when gangsters ruled the town while honest citizens quaked in their beds.
So where was it? That speakeasy that burned down, I mean.
That was ages ago. If you're looking for bootleg hooch.
No, I'm just curious, that's all. I'm a student of history.
Student of history, my Aunt Fanny. Yeah, your generation of hooligans and slackers can give two ripe figs about history.
Miss Strickland?
Oh, video store!
Huh?
The speakeasy used to be hidden in plain sight down there in the town square, right where that disgusting videotape rental store squats today.
So the video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
Following year, as I recall.
I guess somewhere in these stacks there must be an article about the speakeasy burning down.
Naturally. I probably wrote it myself. I was quite a reporter back in the day.
Any idea what date that article came out?
Well, obviously the day after the speakeasy burned down.
Don't let me keep you from your business.
You there! Don't even think about tossing that Kleenex on the ground!
Would you mind if I stepped out for a minute? I just remembered a video I've got to return.
Do you have to go? I get so few visitors these days. And I'd hate to have to tell my brother, your vice principal in charge of discipline, how rude you were to me. Especially with graduation coming up and all.
Hey, das nennt man Erpressung, meine Gute. Weißt du das? Dann mache ich das mal so. Warte mal, darf ich wirklich nicht raus?
I guess I'm stuck here for a while.
Bist du sicher? Ich glaube nicht. Wenn du sie wegnehmen kannst hier von dieser Stelle, kann man sich ja aus dem Haus verpieseln, weil wir sind durch hier. Zumindest denke ich das. Also ich weiß jetzt nicht, was wir noch tun sollten. Ja. Tschüssi. Was? Willst du mich verarschen? Dann gehen wir mal... willst du mich verarschen? Wir können nicht mal zu dir kommen. Was sollen wir denn noch bereden, meine Gute? Hallo?
Brown Mansion destroyed. 1962. No, that's not where Doc's stranded. Alright, Einstein brought me this shoe, and Miss Strickland lost the shoe on the day the speakeasy burned down. But when did the speakeasy burn down? I at least need to know the year.
That's what you get with these cheap, foreign-made kettles. But trying to find an American one nowadays.
Da ärgert sich schon einer über ihren Dampfkessel, obwohl es gar nicht der Dampfkessel ist. Naja, wie kann man das Jahr herausfinden?
Marshall Strickland.
My grandfather, gunned down by Mad Dog Tannen over 100 years ago.
That's not how I remember it. I didn't even know they gave out trophies for best litter columnist. Jeez, they all look like they've got sticks up there.
What's that?
Nothing.
I told you not to touch those!
Excuse me, Miss Strickland? Don't let me keep you from your business.
Wir stecken hier in einer künstlerischen Krise. Haben wir was im Inventar?
I keep this picture of my dad to remind me that even the most hopeless losers can grow up to be pretty cool guys. I don't want to record them right now. This notebook has all of Doc's plans for the flux capacitor and the DeLorean. I'd better make sure it never falls into the wrong hands. And by wrong hands, I mostly mean Biff. Mind if I take a look?
Go ahead, dear.
Rebuilt in February 1932. So the fire must have happened before then. But when? I need a date.
Don't look at me. I'm far too old for you.
Rebuilt in February 1932. So the fire must have happened before then. But when? I need a date. The candy looks older than I am. Jeez, they all look like they've got sticks up there.
What's that?
Nothing.
Also die Steuerung ist zum Teil ziemlich nervig, muss ich sagen. Aber die Geschichte lasse ich mir jetzt trotzdem nicht nehmen. Aber das haben wir ja schon vorhin gemacht. Was heißt jetzt? Was können wir hier machen?
Singer vanishes. Hill Valley Expo delights crowd. Soup kitchen exposed. Here we go. Speakeasy arsonist slain. Legal procedure gave way to old-fashioned vengeance last night when a mob descended on the Hill Valley police station. The suspect in the Speakeasy arson case, a drifter known as Carl Sagan, was pulled from his... Carl Sagan? It's Doc! Killed by a mob. What's the date? June 14th, 1931. Jeez, I gotta rescue him.
My newspapers!
Sorry, Miss Strickland. Let me...
No! You've gotten my history out of order! Oh, do you know how long it'll take to fix what you've done? Ah! Get out! Get out! Get out! Help! Police! I'm being attacked by hooligans!
Marty! Where you been, son? And what are you doing in that getup?
I tell you? I got the lead in the school play. We're doing...
Grapes of Wrath?
Right.
Oh, Steinbeck! Who are you playing? Never mind, you don't have to explain. I'm sure whatever it is you're up to, you know what you're doing, right?
I hope so.
Hey, sometimes you gotta go out on a limb for the ones you love, right? Wish my dad had understood that. You won't stay away too long.
You'll barely know I was gone. You ready to go, Einstein? I've got to turn on the time circuits first. I've got to turn on the time circuits first. Time circuits on. Flux capacitor, fluxy. Okay, if Doc's gonna get killed on June 14th, 1931, I'll just show up the day before and get him out. I hope you know what you're doing, Doc.
Können wir kurz auf Pause drücken, weil ich möchte gerne den Ton leiser stellen. Ich habe eigentlich gedacht, wir haben schon die Mucke leise genug, aber irgendwie drückt es mir den Kopf zu. In der Zeit zurück. Wo sind wir denn gelandet?
Einstein, where'd you go now, boy?
Im Jahre 1931 in Fastwell oder keine Ahnung, ich habe keine Ahnung, in welchem Stadtgebiet wir sind. Police Station, auf jeden Fall, haben wir in der Nähe. Ja klar, lauf doch mitten auf die Straße, du Depp.
Young man! Excuse me, young man!
Who, me?
You're the only man in the street, and I'm looking for a man-in-the-street reaction. Naturally, you know about the explosion that destroyed this illegal gin establishment.
I read about it, yeah.
What's your opinion of Carl Sagan, the stranger who single-handedly did what the law has been unable to do for 10 long years, namely, rid Hill Valley of the scourge of liquor?
How'd Doc get himself into...
Doc?
Doc is his nickname. I'm good friends with Carl.
You are? Really? Oh, but I need an unbiased opinion for my story. Pretend you don't know him. How would you feel about his heroic act of destruction?
You can mark me down as a supporter.
The young man said, flashing a boyish yet virile grin. Hill Valley needs more upstanding youths like yourself. Do you have a message for the vicious gangsters who still roam these streets, no doubt plotting to corrupt our citizens with another den of booze, sin, and debauchery?
Ask him where I can get the address.
Ah, I see! Because you want to blast it to smithereens just like Carl Sagan did. With public-spirited citizens like you around, the lawless element will be on the run in no time. Mr. May I get your name?
Yeah, it's... Sonny Crockett.
Thank you for sharing your candid opinions, Mr. Crockett. Edna Strickland, Hill Valley Herald.
I know. I met you back. I'm familiar with your work.
You read my column? How sweet! I know it's just an etiquette column, but I believe it'll lead to bigger and better... Oh!
Einstein, no. Down, boy.
Is this wretched creature yours? He assaulted me once before.
What's got into you?
Aggressive dogs must be kept on leash at all times. It's the law. Look it up.
Doc. I gotta find Doc.
Okay, wir müssen Doc finden. Halte die Kreistaste gedrückt, während Marty geht, um ihn rennen zu lassen. Ah, sehr cool. Ja, aber wie es weitergeht, sehen wir in der nächsten Folge. Im Jahre 1931. Ja, sieht sehr retromodern aus. Noch retromoderner als das Spiel selbst. Passt auf jeden Fall gut ins Schema rein. Ich frage mich ja, wo uns die Zeit noch hinführt in den anderen Teilen. Wir werden es sehen. Wir gucken uns hier ganz gemütlich im nächsten Part um. Tüdele!